Hey everybody, so today we're going to talk about resource management, which is not in your book, but a chapter that I really enjoy covering just based upon experiences with students and just in general time management and money management. So I always feel like this is a very important topic to cover whenever talking about health and wellness because it is a piece of wellness. So financial wellness does play a part in stress, health, and overall important being. So we're just going to take a quick second to review these things. There is a game that I want you to play at the end of resource management, and I think you will find it to be pretty helpful. Most of the feedback that I've received does indicate that it is a good exercise to kind of get a better idea of living situations in some cases and pay periods and income in situations that happen to low income families. So again, take that out. It's not meant to be cruel. It's not meant to be a punishment. Just a good exercise for you to complete to get a little bit more knowledge and experience, not experience, but a little bit more knowledge. If we were in the class, then we'd be doing it together and we would have a class discussion. But we're not in class together, so we are going to complete it anyways, and hopefully it provides a good understanding of what we're talking about. So take a look at your PowerPoint. The main points that I want you to get across from this week are monetary management. So the four crucial rules that you really need to know are to make a budget and follow it. Really and truly make a budget and follow it. You will thank me later. Number two, make sure that you don't spend what you don't have. So if you know you don't have that money or it's not going to be coming in for quite some time, you don't want to spend it ahead of time. So that would be like spending money on shoes when you know you aren't going to get that paycheck for months and you're going to be out all that money beforehand. Number three, pay all of your bills on time. You don't really want to go into the debt collection agency. You don't want to go into that market, so make sure you're paying all of your bills on time. Number four, make sure you're putting away 10% of your paycheck regardless of what that paycheck looks like. I understand that we're all sometimes living paycheck to paycheck, especially as college students. You don't really have that much of an income or you don't have income at all. But once you get that income or you get a little bit of an income, make sure you're putting away at least 10% of that paycheck so that way you have something for a rainy day. And when you put that money away, do not touch it. That is not your shoe fund. That is not your food fund. That is your fund for a rainy day that I promise you will come. And you will need that money. So make sure you put at least 10% away regardless of what your paycheck looks like. The only other things that I want to talk to you about are your time management principles. So you have a few key principles, one being the ABC method. And the ABC method just means A is high priority, B is mediocre, C is not really a big priority. So when you're thinking about when you're doing things, the A section is what you've got to do right now. B section can wait a little bit, and the C section is due at a later time. The Pareto principle is an 80-20 principle that I'm really not going to ask you about. I don't find it to be very important unless you're in economics class. And if so, I hope they cover that in extent with you. The important versus urgent method is just simply, again, writing out what you would consider to be important versus urgent. So those words are different. So what is urgent and what is important will come in different facets for you. Scheduling, boxing, you can do a box, 1 priority, 2 priority, 3 priority, 4, and whichever one is number 1 is what comes first. Time mapping, you schedule your whole day out. My planner is right here, so I'll show you. So you map your whole day out in accordance with what you have going on. That would be a planner. So knowing what you're going to do pretty much every hour of the day is time mapping. That way it allows you to have room for again, what you need to do. Those are the main pieces that I have for you for resource management. If you have questions about any of that, please let me know. And again, please participate in that game at the end of your PowerPoint.